Hello everyone, in the previous video tutorial we saw how to convert the primitive data type to object, which is generally known as auto-boxing strategy in Java. Now we are going to see how to convert the object to primitive data type, which is known as on-boxing in Java. The conversion of object to primitive data type, which is known as on-boxing. One point I missed in the last video to tell about the respective package for wrapper class, which is known as lang package. So wrapper classes, all the wrapper classes belongs to java.lang package. Fine. So let us have a look on again the screenshot where we mentioned all the wrapper classes: boolean, character, byte, sort, integer, long, float and double, and the respective primitive data type. Now we will check one code where we will come to know how can we convert the wrapper class object to its respective primitive data type. So let us enter into Eclipse. I am going to use the same project, Core Java project 1. Let me create a new package, new class. Let's say it is onboxing demo 1, that is the class name. It's a main class. The job of the code is to convert the wrapper class object to its respective primitive data type. Is known as onboxing. So now we will see one code where the object of the class integer will get converted to its primitive data type, that is int. Let me delete the unwanted code over here or statement. So I deleted. Now let us create an object for integer. Let's say it's it. How can I store the data? Let us say like this. So 900 is the content of it. It is an object for integer, which is a wrapper class. Now I need to convert this it to the respective primitive data type. So primitive data type is int for the class integer. Now we need to create one variable type of int. So it1 is my primitive data type variable, which is an integer type. Now how can I convert this object to the integer type or primitive type? I simply need to tell it1 equal to what is the object name which I created over here for integer class, that is it. So let's say it is it. So now what will happen over here? The content of the object, that is 900, will go and store in it1, that's a primitive data type. So the content of the object will get stored in will get stored in primitive data type. Primitive data. Fine. So now how can I check whether the value got stored in primitive data type variable? I simply needs to print the variable by using sysout. So after converting the object to primitive data type. So where exactly the value is getting stored? This is it1, which is the integer variable. So what will be the output over here? The output is the value which has been stored in the object will get stored in primitive data type member. So it1 value will be 900. Let us execute the code and check whether we are getting the expected output or not. Yes, so the data is getting stored in integer variable. The data was in object, now it is an integer variable. So one more thing we need to check over here, can we print directly the object? Can we print directly the object? Suppose I want to print the content of IT, the value stored in object. So how can I see the value stored in object? Just to print. Fine. So now let us execute to check whether we can able to get the value stored in object or not. Yes, that is also, we can also fetch the value what we stored in object. So I think it is clear for everyone. Thank you for watching this video. Happy learning.